That's Kites and Boomerangs with To the Moon. And guess who I have with us here in the studio? Won't you introduce yourselves, fellas? You are?
I'm Donnie Simmons with Kites and Boomerangs.
And what do you do with Kites and Boomerangs, sir?
I am the primary drummer.
Ah, the primary drummer.
We have two.
All right, back there in the other room, what else we got?
This is Josh. I play guitar, and I also play some drums, too. Do a little bit of singing.
The secondary drummer?
Yes.
All right. What else we got?
Hello, I'm Owen, and I mostly play bass, and then sometimes I play guitar.
Wow, lots of instrument swapping. Who are we missing?
I'm Will Appleton. I sing and play guitar.
All righty then. That's Kites and Boomerangs here with us. You fellas have a big party coming out next week, don't you?
Yes.
CD release.
And that's Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night. It's at Live Oak Music Hall, and we're going to be playing with Unchin and Mixed Magic, so we're really happy to be sharing the stage with them.
Wow, that is a nice bill.
November 22nd.
How long have you been working on the CD?
We've been working on it since May
Okay.
2013, so it's been about a 5-month process.
Oh, that's not a long pregnancy. I've heard it much worse. I've heard it much worse. How excited are you about it? You like it?
Yeah, we're really proud of this. We put a lot into it.
This is your second one, right?
Yeah, our second album, it's full 12 tracks, and yeah, I think it's going to be really solid.
How do you like it compared to the first?
Oh,
Tell me, compare the two.
Yeah, it's really hard to compare the two. They were two different monsters that we were dealing with, but yeah, the first one just kind of came to being, and this one is
More centralized.
a little bit more calculated, a little more polished.
Does it better reflect the sound of the band?
Yeah, I think the first one was a little bit more all over the place, like style-wise. And then with the second one, you still hear different types of songs, but we kind of all filtered it through more like a kind of indie rock style.
So let me pass this question around to you guys. What are your influences that you bring to this thing? What, when you play these songs, what sort of echoes do you think you're calling back of things that you've liked, that you've heard before?
Well,
That's a tough one.
with us, I mean, it's kind of hard to nail it down to one specific thing, but a lot of people have actually told us they hear a little bit of Michael Jackson in the vocals.
All right.
The Strokes, I mean.
Okay.
And a couple of
Vampire
songs.
Weekend, that's one we hear sometimes. Yeah.
Michael Jackson and the Strokes and Vampire Weekend
And the Pixies.
and the Pixies.
Yeah.
See, that's why I asked the question, because the answers are always so great. That's a great answer. And you were sheepish about it. That's a great answer.
Yeah, I mean, we like music from all different time periods and styles and stuff. We all listen to different things, so it just changes with each song.
So, you got any tours lined up here? You going to go stadium tour Europe, you think? Or at
Well,
least
you know,
see the
you-
bars of Texas or something?
You want to start something realistic, so, Madison Square Garden is just a classic choice.
Yeah, it's, but, you know how to get to Carnegie Hall, right?
Exactly.
You practice. Yeah, that was funny because it was a joke.
Someday.
Oh, man.
But, we've played, our House of Blues, and right before we, kind of dialed it down with the shows, we did Ballpark in Arlington, so
So, yeah, you're getting some nice gigs.
we're going to try to get at that level when, once the album comes
Then
out.
you got the Live Oak for your CD release.
It's
and
going to be
that's
awesome.
Yeah,
it's
we
a
love
wonderful
that place.
venue. Yeah.
I don't care what the public says about it. Live Oak all the way.
I have
a
some
joy.
advice, though. If the sound guy tells you to turn down, turn down.
Yeah, I mean, I like their sound people. They're nice.
Carl's actually a really cool guy.
Yeah, they actually are. Cal, I want to give him a little shout out. He's a good guy.
How does the songwriting process work with you guys? Is it collaborative? Does somebody show up with songs already fully formed? How's that work?
It's kind of like the question when you said, what's our influences? It's different for every single song.
Okay.
Sometimes, Will or Josh, the primary guitarist, will bring a riff up there, and then, we'll build on that. Sometimes three of us will come up with something that, we put together when somebody was, out busy doing something else. Or, I mean, literally all 12 songs were written a different way. Somebody else initiated it for each one.
Well, that explains what I'm hearing then. Because it is amazing to me how eclectic your stuff is, and yet still sounds like the same band. That's not easy to do.
That's the hard. Yeah, I was about to say that was the hard part for us. That's where you can see the differences between the first album and the second album a lot. So
Excellent. Well, fellas, I hate to cut it short, but thank you for coming in, and I'd like to play out with something else from your upcoming CD release, if I may. You have a suggestion?
well, track 9 is one of our favorites. Is Living.
Okay. All right. This is Living with Kites and Boomerangs. Catch them at their CD release party next Friday night with Unchen and
Mixed Magic.
Mixed Magic.
That's right. They're great too. At the Live Oak, Friday the 22nd. Here's Kites and Boomerangs here on The Good Show.